flying. It's something that we wait for.
Well, we hadn't, the Essential One is something that we hadn't shown for quite some time.
I know.
And we, because I knew we were doing a special version, they just made the IFPs a lot louder.
I know, it's so funny.
So
okay,
that's
same
we have
with
little
me.
things in our ears. So I'm hearing voices. So the Essential One, we knew we were doing a special version of it. We're adding 30 milligrams of CoQ10. So we made Essential One go away for about 3 months. So I think there's been a lot of pent-up reorders.
There has.
And it's a chance for everyone, if you enjoy the benefits of CoQ10, you get a little more. The original CoQ10 was 30 milligrams back in 1984. So it's, in today's terms, typically we get 200 milligrams of CoQ10. So in today's terms, it sounds like it's not a lot, but our CoQ10 is a powerful ingredient, and that was the original CoQ10 that everybody loved at 30 milligrams. So it's an opportunity. The capsule isn't any larger. We don't have any additives. So it's an opportunity to get all the wonderful benefits of Essential One, the world's most unique, mild, gentle, yet powerful and comprehensive multivitamin. Won't upset your stomach. And to also get the benefits of CoQ10, 30 milligrams of CoQ10. It's the best value we've ever had. And it was actually a very difficult product to make because we don't use additives. And there's so much in each capsule, each small capsule, that it was very difficult for us to make. Thank goodness we're located here in the desert of Nevada, because the desert allows us to make products without additives and to get more goodness into each capsule without any additives at all.
Absolutely. So we're going to have all those details, of course, as usual. It's something that Andrew, he really gives back to you, of course. He's a fond of information, and I promise you, you're going to learn something over the course of the next couple of hours. And of course, you can see where all the magic happens as well. Incidentally, this is a specially created, kind of sealed environment.
We even had it checked out, I guess it was by the Nevada Department of Health, because as you saw, we had the dogs out here, and you can't have the dogs in a vitamin manufacturing facility. Back when we used to do it on the floor,
I remember,
the dogs were out separate. But the only reason we could do this is a separate, literally a separate building in the building with an entirely separate air supply. So it enabled us to not have to break down all our production. So you are actually in the factory watching the products made while we're doing our shows. I was trying to think of other companies that they might prepare a video or do things like that, but I don't know of any other companies that do live footage from the factory where all your products are made. And we make, unlike most vitamin companies, we make everything that you see us talk about. So it's something that the only way they get done correctly is if you do it yourself. So that's why we do it ourselves.
Absolutely. So in addition to the CoQ and the vitamin D choice in your today's special, it's kind of a celebration of CoQ10 this visit.
Well, I just thought what we'd also do, because it will bring CoQ10 to the forefront, and CoQ10 isn't a today's special till the very end of the year.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure for those who needed to reorder CoQ10 that we also had it at its best pricing of the year, other than the today's special. So as long as we're doing Essential One with that bonus of 30 milligrams of CoQ10, we have our 200 milligram CoQ10 at its best pricing, other than the today's special, which will be toward the very end of the year.
Absolutely. You know what? You're like Santa Claus. You always know what I'm out of. You do. Do you know if I'm naughty or nice? You probably.
Well,
you probably don't have to speculate on that part, right?
We know you're just naughty. Well,
exactly.
So
coal in the stocking every year.
At least you've got 10 months before you could.
See?
You could be good now.
I can redeem myself.
You could turn over a new leaf. It's as I always say about, see, we could tie this into vitamins and health, that many people think if they're older and they haven't been leading a healthy lifestyle, and they're, say they might even be 80 years of age, and they don't take supplements, they don't eat well, they might not exercise, they might be overweight, and they think, well, it's too late. It's not going to deliver any benefits to me if I make changes. The interesting thing is, someone who is the same age as me, who had been doing all of those things wrong, I have nothing to change really to improve my life in terms of my health. I try to do everything right. So it's just the opposite. In fact, it might be counterintuitive, but the opportunities for those of us who've gotten older, having not done a lot of things to focus on our health, the opportunities are absolutely spectacular if we do decide to make even just small changes. So that's what, it's never too late.
See?
In fact, the one thing you'll see in the reviews is conversations often about the fact that if I knew this would make a difference, it would make, a pennies a day, a few seconds a day, I would have done so previously.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to start things off off. It's really kind of a little fast-paced hour for you as we get everything primed and ready for
have,
midnight.
I think, a dozen products or so in this first hour, maybe more.
So we better jump in. And
Yes.
this is actually a product that we actually historically like to offer this time of night for a lot of different reasons. And it's a fabulous product. It really is.
It's an evening show, and I think one of the things we all struggle with, I can hardly go a day without someone talking to me about my nighttime product, or talking to me about their sleep, or struggling with their sleep, or whatever it might be. They're trying to stop taking those sleeping pills they've been taking because they were not as harmless or innocuous as they thought. And what I always say, the only way to start a great day is following a great night's sleep. Or you could say it otherwise, it's hard to have a good day if you haven't had a good night's sleep. And that goes for me, it goes for everyone. And it's the way our body works, and whether you realize it or not, it's the way our brain works. That our brain is very active overnight. Our brain is very active, sort of rewiring itself and engaged in exercises that are recovering from the day's activities and preparing it for the next day's activities. So when we're not getting that deep sleep, that REM sleep, that quality sleep, it affects our neurology, it affects the way our brain functions, it affects our memory, it affects our ability to think and concentrate. I'm not telling you probably anything you don't know, but just understand that your experience has been validated by the science. So all I've tried to do here, I don't make drugs, I don't make medicines, we don't make drug claims. All I've tried to do here is take a product using natural ingredients that tries to return to you the natural sleep process. The natural sleep process is our relaxing. For me, it's reading a book, not on an electronic device, but reading a book, the old-fashioned way. When I do that, within half a page or a page, my eyes are closing, I'm ready to go to sleep. I listen to books when I exercise, and I make much more progress than I do at night because I fall asleep before I read a page or two. It really would be wonderful if each of us could find activities that tend to be soothing and relaxing. It shouldn't be watching TV in bed. Also, we sleep better in a cooler room. If you can, it's great to really have something that actually cools. There's devices that cool the bedding, cool the linen, because it isn't heating your bed might feel comfortable, but it's not something that supports great sleep. Being aware of your caffeine intake, being aware of your dietary habits in terms of when you're going to sleep. So there's all sorts of things we could focus on in terms of our sleep hygiene. What this product simply does is use natural tools that have been validated to return that relaxed state, that soothing state that's part of us naturally going to sleep on our own and staying asleep.
Absolutely. So all you have to do is to pick your size of choice as per all of Andrew's items. Wild runaway customer pick and favorite. I mean, almost 1,500 reviews. Of those, almost 1,000 are perfect 5-star. And obviously, we're going to have pretty high expectations from a product like this. So if he's getting universally almost perfect rave reviews, you can only imagine. So you choose whether or not you'd like the 60, the 180, or the 360. Okay? So special purchase pricing, free shipping. Of course, we're doing this wonderful live broadcast. And if you are up at night, what I personally find is not only is it a naturally supportive way to coax your body into that sleeping environment. Andrew, I know when you travel with Marielle, this is also a great product if you're on kind of an odd sleep schedule too.
And for me, that's really for me the only time I reach for it.
Right.
Because the only thing that interferes with my sleep is if I'm going to, excuse me, have caffeine. And I know after noon or 2 o'clock I don't have caffeine. That's not in the best interest of my sleep. Some people, I watch my sister, she'll have a coffee at dinner. If I had a coffee at dinner, I'm watching the sun come up. I mean, I just will not be able to fall asleep. But for me, when we travel, and Muriel's family's from France, from here we are in Nevada, it's a 9-hour time difference. So if you want to go to bed at 11 o'clock at night, it's basically 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not someone who takes naps in the afternoon, so it's a real struggle for me to deal with the jet lag, the time difference. So, and that's when this product is just a godsend for me. And so it's, for all of us, we struggle with our sleep for different reasons. As we age, hormonal changes. it is accepted that as we get older, the quality of our sleep suffers. That's just a given. It isn't as deep. We don't tend to sleep as long. But it is also established in the clinical research that if we can still continue to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, quality sleep, that's going to be in the best interest of our good health, and especially our neurological health. And speaking of sleep, I also wanted to talk about our chamomile and peppermint tea, because those are two ingredients that we actually have chamomile extract in nighttime, but our chamomile tea and our chamomile peppermint tea, a blend of the two, these are teas that are virtually, I think, perfectly reviewed. I mean, it's hard to imagine a product better reviewed than these, but these are teas that never get bitter. These are teas that are completely organic. Our chamomile tea comes from the finest chamomile tea in the world, from Egypt. And sometimes we run out of it because it's sometimes hard to get organic chamomile tea out of Egypt. Sometimes there was some political unrest there a few years ago. It was somewhat difficult. And rather than replace it with something inferior, we had no chamomile tea. So there's really no quality teas in terms of our mint tea or our chamomile tea that comes close to these. I'm sort of funny about tea. I like to steep my tea for a very long time. The longer you steep it, the more you naturally extract the goodness of those tea leaves. But typical teas, you steep them for more than a minute or two, they get bitter.
True.
That's a picture of my refrigerator at home.
That.
And in my refrigerator at home, those teapots will sit sometimes, because there's about 3 liters of tea there. Wow. They'll sit for a few days. If I travel for a week or two, we don't take the teas out and replace them. Oh, we leave them in there because they never get bitter. And in those teas are the tea leaves. The tea sachets are in there. So you will never encounter teas like this. What this also means is that 1 tea bag will give you a quart of tea, a liter of tea or more. So it becomes not just the highest quality tea you'll ever use, but also the most affordable, because of the fact that you get to extract so much of the goodness without it ever becoming bitter. And that lack of bitterness is strictly about the quality of the tea. And for every tea that I approve when we make our teas, there's dozens and dozens and dozens of varieties that I absolutely refuse. So when you get our tea, you're really getting the very best of the best in terms of organic quality teas.
Absolutely, and Andrew, you're right. I mean, do you know chamomile, 4.7 stars on a 5-star rating system, right. And then on the chamomile and peppermint, a 4.9 star customer pick rating. So Andrew's right, we're lucky to have these here. They have these wonderful, refreshing, almost soothing qualities to it, especially with that chamomile. I like to drink that at night, and then the peppermint, you know, little brightness to it.
Peppermint they're both great for after a meal in terms of digestion. They're both great at the end of the day if you want something to soothe and relax you. And also, it's great to be hydrated throughout the day. A lot of people get bored drinking water. Tea is essentially like drinking water, except when you consume tea, you're basically doing a water extract. I always talk about our botanical extracts in our products. When you make tea, you're basically doing a botanical extract, a water-based extract of the finest chamomile flowers, which our chamomile is only chamomile flowers, not leaves, not stems, not roots, chamomile flowers, the chamomile blossoms, as you can see there. That was a picture.
Neat.
That's a picture I took in my kitchen, because I have a big container of that I make tea of it from at home. That's the actual tea. It's just the tea buds.
Oh, that's
so the blossoms.
Neat.
So that was just a picture with my phone at home.
Oh, it's pretty.
So those are the same exact blossoms that you get in the chamomile tea sachets, which we again make it here. We import the best chamomile blossoms organic from Egypt, and the best peppermint leaves from the Pacific Northwest here in the U.S. And we're about to run out of the peppermint tea.
I know.
But I finally, we'll have more in a few months, but I finally approved a new variety because I was trying for, one crop after another crop after another crop, and I wouldn't approve them because they were bitter, they didn't have the right taste, and we would have just gone out of stock. But unlike other companies that will do the best they can, if I can't offer the best, I won't have the product available.
And these truly are the best. And when I say it's a whole experience, they bloom. I mean, when I say they're pretty to look at, and that's not while you're drinking the tea, obviously, but these are absolutely not bitter. They're such a wonderful, soothing, calming, comforting experience, I think. think.
And they're affordable.
They are.
And when you think about it, it's especially when you steep these, you could do multiple cups. You could use one tea bag for a quart. You're really talking about pennies a cup. And again, when you're talking about peppermint or chamomile, objectively healthy. They contain protective compounds, great for digestion, great for soothing and relaxation. So a great habit to have at the end of the day or throughout the day. Too many of our habits aren't healthy. This is an entirely healthy habit. Also 0 calories, which is nice.
For sure. Very, very limited though. So just
yes, we only have, I think, in both we have a few hundred of each.
Yes.
And it includes all the sizes.
So I would absolutely encourage you to add this. I mean, no kidding, if you have difficulty drinking
water. Which, by the way, it's like if everyone wants to see, that's exactly what I'm.
You're a man of your word.
What I have here is
true,
and this is throughout the shows. This is what during the day I'll have some of our green tea, but this is just a sachet of the chamomile, mint, which and that's I have a cold glass as well. So this is all I drink throughout the day.
Do you know what? I started doing that though because I work out like you do, but sometimes you just get a little tired of water after water.
It's satisfying, and the interesting thing is, and it's a question I'm often asked, do we sweeten these? And the answer is no. That if you use really great leaves, the chamomile both looks like honey and it tastes like honey. It
does.
So it has this honey-like liqueur flavor to it, but it's not sweetened. They're all they're calorie-free, carb-free, sugar-free. You're just getting a wonderful water-based extract of these natural, healthy plants.
For sure. And if you have not tried his tea yet, there's a reason that they're universally almost perfect, all perfect 5-star reviews. So remember, exceedingly limited, so we would love to recommend this to you. We've got a lot of favorites of mine in this show.
A lot of and a lot of things that we don't spend a lot of time talking about. We don't talk about the tea very often, and now we're going to talk about something that because it's the end of the month, and normally we do this visit in January, but because we moved it to February, the end of the month, it's an opportunity for us to close out the monthly special for February and to also introduce, I'll mention at the end of the next hour, introduce the monthly specials for March.
Oh, nice.
So it's like adding a few more Today Specials to the visit. But the monthly special for February, which, by the way, was my birthday month.
I know. I actually forgot your birthday present in the makeup area.
My birthday was, it was actually 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the 11th, right?
Yeah, the 11th, yeah.
See?
So 13 days ago, yes.
See? Well, happy belated.
Thank you.
We get the presents.
Yes. I'd say I'm 29 or 39, but my company's been around for whatever it's been around for. I hate 39 years, so I guess I can't be 39. Maybe I'm only as old as my company. I'm only as old as my company. I can say my dad founded the company and I took it over.
See, there you go.
Yes,
exactly.
There you go.
I mean, honestly, you want to talk about living proof. I mean, I always joke that there's a picture of Dorian Gray with, Andrew's photo on it because it gets younger and younger.
But we're all, it's funny. I sometimes train and work out like a lunatic, as my parents would say. So I was just telling everybody here that I did a great job, on my birthday weekend, I decided I was going to go for, an hour and a half mountain bike ride, an hour and a half run, and then I was going to do a half hour of rowing each day. So I was going to do about 4 hours of exercise on Saturday and on Sunday. And so now my back isn't very happy with me. So if I'm not sprinting around here, it's just because I did that last weekend.
See, there you go. Well, this is actually one of the products that I was alluding to as being one of my favorites. I'm actually making this as an overnight oatmeal now, as suggested by the recipe, with the recipe booklet that's included.
And even our regular oatmeal, it's quick oats. What really determines how quickly oats cook is how fine they're cut. And also with our oats, and you'll see this in the reviews on this product, our oats, because we're not a big oat producer and because gluten-free oats are almost impossible to get and find, when we get them available, we take them and we make them available to you. And we don't stock them, we don't warehouse them. So the one thing you hear about our oats is how uniquely fresh they are. But the really unique aspect of our oats is many people consume, I'd say most people consume oats, whether it be oatmeal. Miracle prefers oatmeal. I prefer oat bran. I like oat bran because it's higher in protein, higher in fiber. And I literally make it on the stove. I take a quarter cup with 3/4 a cup of water, and I'm done in probably 90 seconds. Just you stir it on a hot flame, and it's done. But the oat bran, higher fiber, higher protein, but the higher fiber lowers cholesterol even better than oatmeal, and oatmeal we know lowers cholesterol very effectively. What's unique about both of these products is we add an ingredient that's approved by the Food and Drug Administration, a natural plant-based ingredient that enhances the ability of oats, oat bran, and oatmeal to lower cholesterol, not by a little. Not, you say, if oats will lower cholesterol 3 to 5%. What we add triples, quadruples, quintuples the ability, 500% more in terms of cholesterol lowering potential. So if you're consuming oats for heart health, consuming oats for reducing your cholesterol, there is no oat product in the world that even comes close to ours in terms of its efficacy. And you could read the reviews. The reviews reiterate exactly what I'm saying, and the reviews talk about the fact that, again, because we're not some big seller of oats, our oats are fresh. And the oats out in the market, unfortunately, those oats are not gluten-free. Oats are inherently free of gluten. But because our society is overrun with wheat, transport, shipping, storage, warehousing, all of that exposes oats to gluten from wheat. So unless oats are specifically categorized as gluten-free, which is probably 1/10 of 1% of the crop, and that's what we struggle to get and we make available to you. And then we add our special cholesterol-lowering ingredient, and you end up with an oat product the likes of which is not available anywhere else in the world.
And I have to say, not only is it fabulous, you also get the inclusion of the recipe booklet as well, which I think is fantastic. So you choose your size of choice. So you have a 30 serving size, a 60 serving size, a 90, or a 180, but you have to see the size of this.
No, it's enormous.
Holy cow.
And it's free shipping. I mean, how much would we expect?
Schmoly. I know, right?
How much would we expect to ship that? And that weighs,
I know.
It's 76 ounces.
Yeah.
So that weighs almost 5 pounds.
Holy cow. I mean, if there was a time to do it, I would absolutely recommend that you do this now. And the
best pricing ever on this, by the way.
For sure. And you know, the really cool thing is, too, if you're saying, well, I don't have time to eat the oatmeal, Muriel has fantastic recipe ideas.
Yes, you get a recipe book
The recipe booklet. So you can do smoothies, you can put it in muffins.
Oh, and what she'll even do, which is great, she'll make turkey meatballs.
Oh, yes.
And she mixes the oat bran or oatmeal, mixes the oat bran with the turkey meatball, and it just makes the turkey meatball even better and moister. And all it does is give you fiber. It delivers, and again, there's no sugar that you have to worry about in oats. So it just gives you the cholesterol-lowering benefits of oatmeal, oat bran, especially ours, because ours is multiple times more powerful than typical oats. So, and the cookbook really it stimulates creativity. She'll put oats in her smoothies.
Yeah,
and all it does is give it wonderful texture.
I know.
So and of course, deliver the healthy benefits associated with it. So Muriel, unfortunately, she's not here. She's actually in Thailand.
Oh.
A friend of ours every year rents a big house in Thailand and invites his friends to come visit. And unfortunately, I had shows, so Muriel went. So I get the puppies, I watch the kids, and I'm here. So she's in Thailand.
Well, we're glad you could do it. I mean,
yes.
We miss her, of course, but so hopefully you can grab yours. Incidentally, I should point out, these are not stunt workers. They are kind enough to.
And I even have my friends ask me this: is this a studio that you set up to look like your factory? No. This is really our factory. And we built this entire studio to sit on the factory floor. What you're seeing is our high-speed packaging line behind us here.
Right.
And as you can see, even at high speed, it's not super high speed. And then behind us, that's where we make our teas are made in the room straight behind there. We powder fill packets in the room behind there. We make our vitamin packets, our purple packets there. So you are in the middle of the factory, big warehouse behind the camera. Here.
Enormous,
another big warehouse behind there. Tomorrow morning I'll do a big walkabout here and we'll see the entire factory, and I'll show you the warehouses, and you'll see where everything that you get at your house went through, did a little circle here. It entered in that warehouse, went through production, and exited the other warehouse. And then it went directly to you. It didn't sit in a warehouse for 6 months or a year or 2 years, as products often can do out in the typical marketplace. And I would say the average product that we are shipping to you, and especially our Today Specials are a few days or a few weeks old when we ship them to HSN. At most, say 10 days. So that's how we like to do things. We call it just in time. So you're getting the freshest product possible.
You are indeed. And of course, also made with the energy of the sun if you are tuning in for the very first time.
That's another thing that we do here. I've always been environmentally conscious. It's something that even as a kid, it's something that we would go fishing and things like that. And when you go fishing in the oceans, you notice what people do that don't take care of our environment. So I've always been conscious of trying to do the right thing. When I realize, what is Marcel? Marcel, what are you doing? Marcel, come here. Come here, come up. Come up.
So
You gonna come up? Can you come up? Are you gonna do down? You gonna have a high five? Good boy.
Oh, wow.
He's a good boy. He's a little clueless sometimes, but as Muriel says, he's really cute. Are you really cute? Can you do another rounder? Good boy. Oh. But as I was saying, our factory is covered with solar panels.
Yeah.
Our parking lot is covered with solar panels. And we just built another warehouse next door.
Oh, nice.
And it's also going to be covered with solar panels. We have had no carbon footprint as a company for over 20 years. But even beyond carbon footprint, we all forget there's other pollutants beyond carbon when we burn fossil fuels. So there's no fossil fuels being burned at all to create any of the energy, to create any of my products. So again, I've always liked, it's a Native American saying that when you go out into the wilderness, you should only take one thing. It's memories. And the only thing you should leave behind are footprints.
Oh.
So as a company, I try to move through the world in the same fashion. We try to do it responsibly by giving you products that contain no additives, which most vitamin products, virtually all of them, contain manufacturing additives. We moved from California to Nevada because the low humidity here enables us to make products without additives, 100% pure. Why should we be burdening the environment with producing the additives and then burdening you with consuming the additives, and then once you consume them, those additives will ultimately end up in the environment anyhow. So it's not something that I thought had anything to do with making healthy products. So we make 100% pure products. So there's no other dietary supplements, nutritional supplements made with the same level of discipline and commitment to you and purity and the environment as ours. Any of those things. Plus, I should probably mention this, Howard Schiffer, who is the founder of Vitamin Angels, a wonderful nonprofit, a wonderful charity that mostly for over the years has been getting children's vitamins to children in need around the world. Several years ago, he and I decided to start getting our prenatal vitamin out to women in need around the world. And he just let me know that in just a few months, we'll have created and donated 1 billion prenatal vitamins.
Bravo.
1 billion prenatal vitamins.
Wow, Andrew.
That's spectacular. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
I mean, I didn't mean to digress, but we get a lot of your viewers.
Yes.
Well, and it's important that you understand these products are so markedly different from anything that you've ever heard of before. I have to say, I was joking that Andrew has a portrait of Dorian Gray that he keeps getting younger. Now, I realize you probably didn't create or start taking this product for the beauty benefits, but you look good.
Thank you. Well, thank
you look good. So it's working.
At my birthday party, people were coming in who were invited by friends and things who I didn't know. And my goddaughter was there, and it was my goddaughter's birthday. My goddaughter's 27. Her birthday, we kind of share a birthday party in between our birthdays every year. And now she's 27. And so people would come in, they ask, how old are you? And I'd say 39, and they'd say, wow, you look great. So I didn't ask if they'd seen their eye doctor lately, but and this is a product which, frankly, for me, I take this product basically after years of track and football and all the crazy things I've done. I take this product and mountain biking because I've done a lot of sports that are weight-bearing sports, my ankles, my knees, my hips. And so for me, the research on marine collagen peptides and the health and structure of our joints was what excited me. The research when it comes to wrinkling, the research when it comes to fine lines and wrinkles in the face, when it comes to the appearance of even cellulite, that a healthier collagen layer hides cellulite better than a disorganized collagen layer. That research is exciting to Muriel,
True.
But that, frankly, what I care about is being able to engage in the activities that I do on a daily basis. And for me, it's a daily basis. I don't take days off. I'll try to do something every single day. So that's why this product has been so important to me and really life-changing for me. And that's one of the things we read so often in the reviews on our products. This is one of those products that for me, I would say that about. It's a product that when we first introduced it, not because it didn't work, but because it didn't taste good and it didn't mix well. It was averaging, I think, 2.5, 3 stars. It's very difficult to get a 2.5 to 3 star rated product that had a lot of reviews up over 4 stars. It's now accomplished that because this product does work that well, whether you're taking it for its beauty benefits or whether you're taking it for its benefits for your skeletal, for your structural tissues, for your bones and skeleton, or for your vascular tissue, your arteries and veins, because again, the collagen in our body, that is the integrating protein that all of those tissues require to retain their youthful properties.
Absolutely. So this is the tail end of our monthly special. So if you were looking to take advantage of it, we definitely recommend it. See, poor Steve, he's like, don't ask so many questions. You've got so much to do.
I was going to mix some for myself, but maybe I will.
Okay.
And I'll meet you over there.
Okay, sounds good. Actually, you have to try that product though. And I know many of you have heard me talk about my back and joint issues. And as a side benefit, I feel like my skin looks softer, it looks smoother. I think it looks younger, but if it's helping me move through life.
Well, that's what everyone hears, you know, the folks I know who use the product and you hear about most often is the radiance of the skin.
Yes.
That's where it really makes a difference.
It does indeed. Okay, so, all right. Well, as we move along.
The reason I'm doing this is I forgot to take this today.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Do you know, I actually pack the smaller ones with me now.
Yep.
I do.
To travel with?
I do, because I don't want to be without it either. I mean, no kidding.
And what's interesting, I'll drink it like this, but if I let this sit for just for probably 2 or 3 minutes, it will go completely clear.
It will.
It will go completely into solution, which is very unique for something because collagen peptides are typically insoluble. These are soluble.
Okay, well, we have moved along circulation and vein support. Sometimes we call it the nurse's product, and you want to talk about one of the top reorder products, one of the, it's hard to pick favorites because all of Andrew's products are customer picks and customer favorites. But for those of you out there who really want to move through life with ease, and it's so interesting, when Andrew first started providing this and talking about it, he used to talk about he should present a tape measure with it because women are wearing skirts again, women are wearing shorts again, women are wearing their swimsuits again. I mean, honestly, when we can talk about a visible improvement, a measurable improvement in how those legs look. So we do have all your sizes available for you. It's special purchase pricing, of course, free shipping. This is another one I was running a little bit low on, so this is as good as a today's special for sure, because you're looking at your 30, your 60, your 180, and your 360. Huge savings. In fact, I think we can pretty much comfortably say that those are today's special savings. And for anyone out there, when we talk about a customer pick and a customer favorite, on circulation and vein support, there are over 2,600 reviews. That's crazy. 2,100 of those are perfect 5 stars.
Right.
2,100 perfect 5-star reviews. No, that's crazy.
It's over 90% positive reviews. I think close to 85% 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
It's a product that I'm going to read some reviews. I haven't read any reviews yet. I'm going to read some reviews on this product because I think it speaks volumes. There's no product like this. Marcel's on his back getting his belly rubbed. But there's no product like this, you know, anywhere in the world. There's some diosmin products. I wonder if they have the same quality diosmin we have. But then we had the butcher's broom extract, the grapeseed extract, the pine bark extract, and we've increased the potency since it was introduced, and it's lower priced today than when he introduced this product almost 20 years ago. And this is a product that we brought from Europe here, that this ingredient wasn't available in the United States. It's a natural ingredient, but because it's used in Europe with drug claims, medical claims, it's actually prescribed by doctors. We don't make medical claims, we just talk about it in terms of supporting healthy circulation in tissues of our body that the age and all the challenges we have as we age and the way we live and we stand too much or sit too much, or we might be overweight or have other health issues that challenge the circulation in our legs, it changes, and we all accept that as just being part of the aging process, but it doesn't have to be. I'll just read some reviews. The reviews are always compelling.
Oh, they really are.
Not a day without, works so well. I wrote a review a couple of years ago saying that my varicose veins were shrinking and spider veins disappearing after taking this product for 2 to 3 months. My legs look even better now, and I'm assuming the benefits are for all veins and not just legs. And yes, that is the answer. Amazing. This product is absolutely amazing. It started working within 2 weeks. My legs were swollen and tight as a drum. Always felt cold and they looked like bowling pins. I'm 53 and overweight, but I've been going to the gym and my legs have always been a struggle. And sometimes the leg circulation will interfere with even the best intentions in going to the gym. I cannot stress enough how great this product is. You will not be disappointed. I've had my family watching the change in my veins and legs. I've tried so many different things that didn't work. This product is a lifesaver. I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. It is worth every penny to me. Thank you for a great product from Elena in New Jersey. And we don't add all the exclamation points. Those we take it exactly as it is. It works. I used to wake up at night with leg cramps so bad I'd cry and the muscles would be sore for several days. Since using this circulation vein support, the only time I've had a cramp is when I know I've allowed myself to become dehydrated. I think I had the early signs of restless leg syndrome, but since using circulation vein support, I can relax and not feel the need to keep moving. Thanks, Andrew Lessman. I use several of your products and haven't found anything bad about any of them. It's great. The difference in my veins is extraordinary. I wish I had taken pictures before I started taking this, but the size of my veins has shrunk and I'm loving it. I've not had twinges of discomfort in my legs since starting this. I wish I had bought the largest bottle. Awesome. I really love this circulation vein support. I was having trouble with my legs and veins. I remember that my sister told me she has taken this for many years. Her legs are wonderful with no signs of any vein problem or any varicose veins popping out like I have. So I decided that I needed to order some of these, and they have done wonders. I am on my second bottle and will continue to take them. Outstanding product. I bought this product due to positive reviews, but I had no idea it would work as well as it has. Isn't it funny? Usually we set ourselves up to be disappointed.
So true.
This is a product that doesn't disappoint. My legs hurt so badly at night that I could not sleep. My feet were swelling also. This product is amazing. No more discomfort in my legs and feet, and the veins in my legs that were protruding are not anymore. You will see results in a short time. Also, I will never be without this product. We'll do one more. Awesome. I've suffered with swelling feet and legs for several years. I've only been taking these a few weeks, but wow at the difference. I could feel the difference after the first day. I still have some swelling, but the discomfort is gone. I'm so thankful that I found this product, and I know a lot of people will think that they're unique. It will not work for them, but we are unique, but then we all share common systems, and we all share common issues that pertain to our being human, and that's part of how we were designed, and how we were designed means that the circulation, the blood vessels in the lower extremities are going to be challenged. They unfortunately are quite a ways away from our heart, about as far as you could get away from our heart, and gravity wants to keep anything that's relocated, that's pumped down there, gravity wants to keep it there. So it's no wonder that those tissues will enlarge, become unattractive, become uncomfortable as we age, especially if we're overweight or if we have difficult challenges at work. We might stand too much or sit too much, but you have nothing to lose. I mean, this is a product that, as you heard, in a matter of days, it starts delivering its benefits. 30 days is ample time to see a difference, to notice a benefit. And the changes in the quality of our life that come from the changes in the blood vessels in our lower extremities, at our feet, ankles, and calves, or just the confidence that comes from a change in their appearance is worth the small investment to find out that this can deliver a benefit.
Oh, for certain. I mean, with really all of Andrew's products, we talk about a see the difference and feel the difference product. Absolutely, that's the case here. But it especially applies to our next item, because when we talk about some of the top reorder products in Andrew's line, This has virtually no peer in terms of popularity and reorder, and it's also an item that you've probably got pretty high expectations of. If you're taking something that is talking about the quality of your hair, the quality of your skin, the quality of your nails, boy, it better deliver, and this does unquestionably. In fact, checking on our customer reviews and 4.5 stars, but listen to this. There are 5,528 reviews. Of those, 4,159 are perfect 5 stars. And it's interesting because I get so many questions on my Facebook. People ask me about the beauty products I use. And Andrew, every single time somebody asks me, we sell great skincare, but the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter how good your cream, doesn't matter how good your lotion or your potion is. This is actually helping you get better hair, skin, and nails from the inside out.
Well, this is the, as I've always said, this is the foundational beauty product. If someone is, now Lincoln is here. Link, come here, buddy. Lincoln, it's hard to, doesn't get a chance because Marcel always has to get in front. So there's Link.
I know.
Lincoln is now 9.5. He still,
is he really?
He still runs with me, exercises with me, does everything. Can you do around her? Can I have a high five? How about another? Good boy. So. But
see, he looks young for his age too.
No, he's great. And people ask, how old is your puppy?
Yeah.
And he's going to be 10 years old.
Aww.
But he's a machine. He is. He gets marine collagen peptides.
I was going to say, because you do give him some of the products.
I put marine collagen peptides in his water. I put Ultimate Eye in his food.
Right.
So there's a number of products that I give him. He gets a capsule of glucosamine chondroitin every day. But
he doesn't need this. His coat is pretty
He
enough.
doesn't need healthy hair, skin, and nails. But he does get omega-3s.
Oh, wow.
And we do. He eats chicken, turkey, and we probably twice a week we give him some salmon as well.
Oh, nice.
Because of the omega-3s, but we also give him the omega-3, the maximum omega-3 as well. But talking about our healthy hair, skin, and nails, just as an artist needs to invest in a good canvas, you need to have good materials. That's what our hair, skin, and nails require. We are manufacturing those tissues. Most of us, I mean, maybe we take for granted they're just part of us, but there's very specialized cells. It's the integumentary system in our body. It's the largest system in our body. And their specialized role is to manufacture our hair, skin, and nails. They never stop growing. Over the course of our lifetime, we grow hair that's hundreds of miles. I think more than 1,000 miles if you make it a single strand of hair. That's an enormous manufacturing process. We grow probably hundreds of feet of nails. And also, we grow a whole nother individual, 100 pounds or so, of skin. That's an enormous manufacturing process. We happen to be focused on the appearance of those tissues. And the only way you grow them in a fashion that they're going to have their best appearance is if you give your body what it needs. And unfortunately, the key ingredient is not available from even the healthiest diet. So if you want to know why this product can have, I think, more reviews than any product I make, I think it might have upwards of 5,000 reviews. It does. And of those 5,000 reviews, I think we might be pushing 4,000 almost.
You are actually over 4,000 perfect 5.
Almost 4,000 perfect 5-star reviews. So that speaks volumes. I think most people, again, wouldn't expect a product like this to make a difference. We think we have to spend hundreds of dollars on a product outside our body, not pennies a day for a product that goes to work inside our body. And the fact is, the only way we get and the only opportunity to change the characteristics of how our hair, skin, and nails, the characteristic of those tissues themselves, that has to happen inside your body. Once you see your skin, see your nails, see your hair, they're dead tissue. When you get a haircut, you don't have an anesthesiologist there. Same when you're getting a manicure, because those tissues on the outside of your body are dead. The only opportunity you have to determine how attractive those tissues are going to be in their afterlife, after they've died, is when you're manufacturing and growing them. And it's determined by what we eat, our lifestyle, and how we supplement. Because even the healthiest diet doesn't provide the key nutrient necessary for the healthiest appearing hair, skin, and nails.
Absolutely. So, I think for a lot of us out there, men especially, because men, you are not exempt either. It's a competitive world. Ironically enough, two of the gentlemen who are working on our broadcast team tonight, we were all talking about hair, and I think the guys were maybe even a little more obsessed about the hair than even some of the women I know. And it's important because girls, we can fake it till we make it. A little blush and concealer never hurt anybody, but guys, it's kind of out there for the world to see. So this is fantastic, whether it's for your hair, whether it's for your skin, whether it's for your nails. It is the cornerstone for better, longer, healthier, stronger hair. It is the cornerstone for longer, stronger, beautiful nails. If your nails, if they've been brittle in the past, if you've used those gels or those acrylics. That's the thing that's so interesting about this. You read some of those customer pick reviews, women are giving up those gels and acrylics and all those nail products because now their hair, their skin, and their nails is stronger and healthier and younger than ever before. So huge savings. In fact, I dare to say this is pretty much today's special savings.
Yeah,
pretty close.
It's the best pricing other than a today's special.
Right.
So yes.
Right, because and by the way, get the bigger size. I mean, certainly you're going to find that everybody takes
And by the way, it's a small capsule.
It is.
It's a very small capsule, soft capsule, easy to swallow capsule. And the other thing, all our products, none of them will upset your stomach.
None.
It's an ultra-fine powder. And specifically so it doesn't upset your stomach.
No.
So it's not going to be a rock hard tablet.
It's true.
And that one capsule contains 4 times the biotin of 2 capsules of the original. I'd say it's split 50-50. Some people take 1 capsule, some people take 2 capsules. But at 1 capsule, it's a higher potency product than the original product at 2 capsules in multiple. So it really is an incredibly affordable product as well. So it's an opportunity to make an enormous difference and to make it affordably. Plus, it comes with an unconditional money-back guarantee, and actually the largest size of this product, I haven't checked recently, but the largest size of this product was always our product with the lowest return rate.
Oh, no kidding.
Interestingly enough.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah.
But when you look at the kind of savings, like as an example, I had to buy, hairspray.
Basically, that's about, I think that's about 15 cents a capsule.
Oh, is it really?
So it really is pennies a day.
It is. It's so crazy. Just a can of hairspray is like $10 or $15. I mean, seriously.
Well, I look at moisturizers and shampoos. I mean, some of the shampoos and conditioners. My shampoo that I use, well, I make it for myself, but it's not that expensive. But Muriel has shampoos and conditioners that are like $30 for a little bottle.
I know.
And I look at a product like this for $30. You're taking it for 6 months,
right?
8 months. So it's just, and the way I look at it. Yes, this is so much more affordable on a daily basis, but if you intend to invest $30 or whatever it might be, $50 on a manicure, I'm not sure what a manicure costs or things like that, or what a color costs or a perm or a haircut, if you're investing in that, doesn't it make sense to invest pennies?
Yeah.
As long as you're paying for all of these other things that are so costly, doesn't it make sense to invest pennies in the foundation that makes all of those other investments more worthwhile, a better investment? And that's what you'll read in the reviews.
True.
And what's great about this product, as well as it works, it just happens to be great nutrition as well. So it's just a product that's delivering great nutrition. It's not a drug, it's not a medicine. It's just giving you, in particular, ingredients that are not available even from the healthiest diets.
Absolutely. And I mean, let's be honest, as we get older, it gets harder. I mean, for a lot of women in particular, you hear about your hair being your crowning glory, and then all of a sudden it's not. And Andrew's going to laugh when I say this, but I think a lot of us take this product as much for our self-esteem as we do for the side benefits of stronger, longer hair, stronger, longer nails, thick, beautiful, healthy locks again. You read those reviews and if you really want to move yourself to tears, so many of the reviewers say just that they're in their 70s, they're in their 80s, they're in their 50s, ages when maybe they thought their hair couldn't be what it was before. And people get emotional about this product. They really do.
We started the show talking about just that, about it not being too late, and many people think because they've done things wrong their whole life, and now they're, whatever it might be, 60, 70, 80, 90, that it's too late. Why bother trying to do something right? Even though they might have the desire to, why bother? It won't make a difference. The fact is, a product like this, a product like circulation and vein support, you'll have an opportunity, if you've been doing things less than well, you have a greater opportunity to see a difference when you make the change. So it's actually maybe what, as they say, counterintuitive, might not be what you expect, but that's exactly how a product like this and circulation vein does work. That those of us who might not have been paying careful attention to doing the right things, we have the greatest opportunity to see the greatest difference when we make those little changes in the right direction.
Absolutely, and I know, of course, tomorrow you'll see more of the factory, and yes, it's a real factory, yes, this is a live broadcast, but part of what Andrew does, no additives, made with the power of the sun, but the other cool thing is so often you'll make just like little enhancements and improvements. If you can improve and enhance something, you do, here's another product, case in point.
Well, that's what, I mean, that Healthy Hair and Skin and Nails has been a product of ours for probably 2 decades.
Yeah.
It's probably, we're on, what do they say, like version 1.0 and 2.0? That's probably version 25.0.
I bet it is.
That the moment science or subtle change in ingredients or things like that becomes available, the biotin we use today is much more bioavailable than the biotin we had 25 years ago. So it's just, we keep improving, and this, the Choco Nuvo, it's not a question of improvement. This is truly innovation. What I did is I took a form of an ingredient that lowers cholesterol, that really lowers cholesterol incredibly effectively. We're talking 15, 20% or more in terms of cholesterol reduction. And I had this crazy idea that by adding it to dark chocolate, it would give that dark chocolate the texture of milk chocolate. It would reduce its bitterness. It would have less sugar. It would just become sort of a heart healthy, delicious dark chocolate. And most Americans don't like dark chocolate. I kind of prefer milk chocolate. Now I love dark chocolate. And what I was talking about there is exactly what we accomplished. And this product has only been around for 2 years.
I remember.
And it's become, in 2 years, we only have it available 6 months a year. In the winter, in the summer it would melt. So we could only ship it between October and April. Yeah. So, but it's a product, if you read the reviews, and you have to take into consideration, when you read the reviews on this product, most Americans prefer milk chocolate. True. Most Americans do not like dark chocolate. And I encourage everyone to try this, because I was a milk chocolate lover. Now I love this dark chocolate. And nevertheless, I think this is a product that's 4.2, 4.3 stars.
It is 4.3 with over 2,000 reviews.
With over 2,000 reviews, which again means that probably close to 90% are positive reviews. Yep. And as many reviews as there are on taste, that it's the best chocolate anyone's ever tried, and it should be the best chocolate anyone's ever tried. Because I got my hands on hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of varieties of chocolate, and I just picked the best. I didn't look at price. I just picked the best chocolate I could find, the least bitter, that would satisfy the American palate, that also delivered the chocolate's protective compounds. And then I combined it with this ingredient, these plant sterol esters, that lower cholesterol remarkably. So you have 126 calories square with a meal. And if you're thinking this is candy, it's not healthy, this is a chocolate extract. This is an extract of the cocoa bean. This is not candy. So just understand, I set out to make a cocoa bean extract. Originally I was going to make it in a capsule of cocoa bean extract, but I thought the best way to make it was actually just using dark chocolate. Yeah. And I was able to make the dark chocolate not only taste better, be milder, less sugar, and also dramatically lower cholesterol. But I wanted to show you how low in sugar. The first 3 lines on this chart are the levels of sugar in each piece of chocolate. So we have our 66%, which is the highest in sugar. Right. That's the most like milk chocolate. Right. Then we have a 91% that's almost pure. Yeah. It's almost pure chocolate extract. And so that has 0.5 grams of sugar. Okay. That has 1.4, 1.8 grams. So a teaspoon is about 5 grams of sugar. Okay. So this is about 1/10 of a teaspoon. Oh, wow. So, and actually we could technically label that as sugar, as zero sugar.
Sure you could.
But just to give you a sense, Our Choco Nouveau, each of these 26 calorie squares, we compared it to 26 calories of grapes, peaches, plums, apples, pineapple, orange, blueberries. They all, even kiwi and blueberries, low in sugar.
Yeah.
Even they contain multiple times more sugar than my Choco Nouveau.
So the fruit I had before the show had more sugar.
Yep, per gram, yeah, per calorie, more per calorie.
That is so weird
and then what's really crazy is we compared it to vegetables.
Right.
And I thought we'd lose when it came to vegetables.
You would think.
Cauliflower.
Oh, come on.
Cauliflower has more sugar per 26 calories than our 66%.
Oh,
are you kidding?
Sake.
Our 91% has 4 times less, 1/4.
Okay, that's
the sugar.
nuts.
So there's nothing like our Choco Nouveau. So
wow.
what I always say is candy with chocolate is when you start adding a lot of sugar and cream or butter or say flour, and it's when you start making confectionery things. I'm a supplement guy. I treat the cocoa bean as a botanical extract. So what we've done is we've done a 66, a 74, and a 91% extract. They just happen to be the best tasting extracts of the cocoa bean you're going to find anywhere. And you don't have to believe me. You could read the reviews. And when it comes to reviews on food, usually they're all over the place. Usually a good food is lucky to have 3.5 stars. Ours has 4.3 stars. And it's all dark chocolate. There's no milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Milk chocolate, if you want to get 5 stars, make milk chocolate. If you want to get lower, make dark chocolate. But in our case, it doesn't apply.
Absolutely. So here's your pricing. All you do is you choose your size and then you choose the level of chocolate that you'd like. So we've got the 10, the 30, the 60, the 120, and the 180. Ooh, wow, those are big savings. Holy
Great
cow.
savings.
I mean, huge.
And just so everyone knows, if you have a square with, say, 2 meals a day, your 2 largest meals of the day, you can expect, not hope for, you can expect your cholesterol to drop 10 to 15%.
That's amazing.
If you make some dietary changes, if you increase fiber intake, if you say take my Fibromucil, 1 or 2 capsules of Fibromucil when you take the Choco Nouveau, you can expect your cholesterol to drop 15 to 20%. That's while you're enjoying the most delicious chocolate, dark chocolate you'll ever try, and also getting the benefits, the health benefits of dark chocolate as well. So it's there's nothing like it in the world.
I mean, so it's a win-win. So you get this yummy, creamy, succulent, decadent mouthfeel and
Thank
flavor.
you for you talking into. I'm doing the 91.
Oh, are you really? See,
here's the 91.
I'm a
I just want
tweener.
everybody to see.
I do. I like the 74. Well, you know, I like them. It depends on what I'm doing. You know, sometimes I'll even shave the really dark one on top of like
you
a
can
hot
probably see
cocoa.
the difference in color.
Yeah. So
The one on your far left is the 91. It's
right.
It's almost black.
It is.
And then
But you know what's so interesting, Andrew? Even when we get into the higher cacao,
66, 74, 91.
and it's that addition. It still has a creamy mouthfeel, and normally.
I have a bite of all 3.
I
in my
know
mouth.
because I had mine when you were talking.
Nothing like it in the world. Nothing like it in the world.
It's so yummy. And think about that. You're having that creamy, yummy treat. At the same time, you're lowering your cholesterol. It's crazy.
And you'd be entitled to think, okay, in terms of the polyphenol content of the chocolate, given what he's done for the last 39 years with supplements and botanical extracts, I could trust him on that. I could also trust him in terms of the ingredient he adds to lower cholesterol, an FDA, Food and Drug Administration approved ingredient. But you probably think, but what does he know about chocolate flavor? And the one thing, if you were to speak to my parents, one thing they will tell you is that if they changed anything in something they gave me, even as an infant, I would refuse to eat it. That I'm someone who has log cabin syrup. When I was a child, they changed their formula. I wrote them a letter. And
dear Lord.
my family thought I was crazy. I wrote them a letter, and they sent us a case of syrup, and they apologized that they had actually changed the formula.
Why does that not surprise me?
So I've always been all my life funny about how things taste and flavor. So that's why this chocolate is not just something you could trust in terms of its dietary supplement, nutritional supplement properties, but also in terms of its benefits, in terms of flavor.
Absolutely. Okay, I know we're getting ready to do our today's special, but we wanted to at least make Fiber Muso available. Boy, you want to talk about products that I will not leave home without, and I'm not even kidding when I say that. I really will not leave home without this. Huge savings, so $60, $180, $360. The $1,000, it's the one that I always do. I mean,
Well,
it is.
that's what we have at home. It's funny, Lincoln knows this hour's about to end because he just is like sitting there like, aren't you done yet? I mean, he's just,
so funny.
He does this all day long. He does not leave my side. He is the most loyal. Can you do a rounder? You do a rounder. Can you sit? Can I have a high five? Can you stay?
He is such a sweetheart.
Can you break? Sit. Good boy. But I could go for a run with him and I could tell him to stay. I could walk, as long as I stay within sight, I could walk a half mile away and he will sit there and wait. But I have to stay within eye shot. If I get, he'll move so he can keep seeing me, but he's just so obedient. But Fiber Mucil.
Yes.
It's, again, pennies a capsule. The cholesterol lowering benefits of Choco Nuvo work even better with it. And it's the best, mildest source of regularity you'll ever find. It's truly remarkable. Again, it's almost perfectly reviewed.
For sure. It is one of those products that I will never live a day without, and something that you should not